The Daily Compliance News for September 22, 2025, the Disconnected Phone Calls edition. This is Tom Fox, and I'd like to welcome you to the Daily Compliance News. The Daily Compliance News is the only daily podcast which curates 4 top compliance, ethics, and/or corruption stories for your listening and viewing pleasure if you're watching this on YouTube. So what do disconnected phone calls have to do with compliance? Well, it could cost Humana insurance up to $3 billion because their disconnected phone calls have brought them below the ratings level needed for access to a lucrative bonus payments as the Center for Medicare and Medicaid Services prepares to release its 2026 stars early next week. Insurers are scraping to preserve their standing, and when in 2024, when they last announced that their ratings, or since then, Humana shares have sank 12% after the company disclosed results. So Humana says these were only 3 calls, and it's not fair that they be graded in such a manner. But, you know, if you're going to agree to a bonus system based on metrics and you don't meet those metrics, can't cry too much. Some of the biggest news of the weekend was over the $100,000 visa fee for H-1B visas the Trump administration announced. This caused multiple persons to have to try to fly back to the United States this weekend before it becomes effective on Monday, September 22. Of course, the administration could not decide how it's going to be effective. Is it effective immediately for all visa holders? Is it for new visa holders? Is it for renewal visa holders? Is it for visa holders now? So complete chaos as usual from the Trump administration. Nevertheless, a $100,000 fee now. So for those U.S. companies with 15 or 20,000 U.S. or non-U.S. citizens working under H-1B visas, Amazon, Meta, Google, Apple, Walmart, it's going to considerably jack up the prices. And maybe they'll actually hire American. You never know. Might work. Next up from the BBC, Air India crash victims' families sue Boeing and Honeywell over the crash and the death of their loved ones. They filed a lawsuit in the U.S. against the plane maker, Boeing, and parts manufacturer, Honeywell. The lawsuit says faulty fuel switches caused the accident and accused the companies of doing nothing despite being aware of the risk of the aircraft design. This is about as bad a timing and look for Boeing as it could have. And finally, from Bloomberg reports that a former senior parliamentarian official in Vietnam has been sentenced to over 5 years in jail for corruption relating to a construction company bribe. The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network and a proud member of C-Suite Radio. Thanks so much for listening. I hope you'll join me again tomorrow.